Thank you for picking up the sticks. This is episode 98, Sticks Gaming Podcast. I'm Mike Carnett. To my right, Mike Steak Carnia.
What's going on?
To my left, Art Baby Nut Rosian. Hashtag Baby Nut. I messed it up.
Ooh.
We were talking about marketing before this.
Exactly.
Who?
Baby Yoda's a thing? Why not Baby Mr. Peanut?
I mean, that's fine. Baby Mr. Peanut's fine. Hashtag Baby Nut. Not so much.
That's gotta be like...
There's gotta be some crossover there with an audience that you really don't want associated with your product, I would think.
If you were to Google Baby Nut right now, how far down would you have to go before you got to something you didn't want to see?
Just don't do it. I wouldn't do it.
I'm not doing it. No. I'll do it. Here,
Hypothetically,
I'll do it.
everyone.
Give me one of your phones.
No! Absolutely not.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as long as you stay away,
as long
as you stay away from images, I think you might get away for a little while. Images, forget it.
Here's the thing. Now, I think you probably have to go a decent amount. Because if you put in Baby Nut, you're going to get a bunch of opinion pieces on the whole Baby Nut marketing campaign.
That's true.
We gotta change the subject.
You brought it up, man.
I know. I didn't think we'd be talking this long.
Well, one of the three hashtags for this video is going to be Baby Nut.
No!
We're going to get banned from YouTube.
We don't even use that bad. All right. So last time we kind of got into down the path of talking about like next gen stuff. So we thought next gen announcements could be coming up at any time now. There've been rumors for like a PlayStation conference for a while and all this stuff, and nothing's been confirmed. Nothing's been set up. Yeah, anything like that. So we have a set of 5 questions that we put together. We're gonna do a next gen prediction show. And we got some different rules. We'll get into it when we get into it. But the coin from episode 2 is all the way back.
I had to pry this from my child's hands.
Very good. Perfect.
That's not true. He flipped it once. It landed between the couches. It went underneath. He hadn't thought about it. I did have to move couches to get it.
Very good. We appreciate your dedication.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go reattach those couches right now.
Kira's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. She was putting the kid to bed when I left. She probably went downstairs and saw there's giant gaps in like the couch. Like,
what is happening?
Or she just went to bed. One of the two.
All right. So, Steak, what you playing?
Not much at all.
Oh.
Yakuza 0, a little bit here and there, but that's about it. It's been I don't know. I've been very tired this last couple of weeks for some reason, and so I just really haven't had a chance. Usually, late night's my time to play, and
right.
Have not been making it to my late night time to play. So just chucking away a little bit at Yakuza 0. I did pick up the remastered, so I got everything physical now,
cool.
0 through 6.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward. So yeah, but I made some progress in Yakuza 0. I think I'm in chapter 9 now out of 17. So I'm getting there.
Cool. That's it though, right? For real?
Yep.
Holy moly. Art, what you playing?
Not much. Outside of the usual. Started playing Final Fantasy VII again.
Oh yeah.
Good boy.
Kind of. Well, half for research, because since everything has voided the first half of this year as far as releases, that's like the game I'm looking forward to now, I guess. I bought it again and started over on PlayStation because I want trophies.
Nice.
Okay.
Good call.
Okay.
I could have kept playing on the Switch, but I would have been picking up like 2/3 of the way through the game and don't have no idea what my character build-outs are, and I just decided to screw it. So playing through it, I made sure to pay attention to one really important thing, which is kind of skewed because I've played this part of the game a dozen times by now. But so the remake coming out is the Midgar portion of it.
Mm.
It took me a little over 6 hours to finish that.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I know there's no running around in circles because I pretty much know where I have to go from part to part. But they're going to stretch that into 30 hours?
Yeah.
Is this going to be like a Kojima-esque, like 10 hours of it's going to be cutscenes, or?
There's going to be quite a bit of cutscenes. I mean, there will be. I mean, that's
there's going to be a Quantum Break. They're going to have a full hour episode TV show in between.
From some of the trailers they've been showing off, I mean, they've already like hinted at a lot of new shit that like was not in 7. You know what I mean? So like they're going to expand on that stuff. I mean, they've shown off new characters, so it's like, well, you got to have that kind of character development from those characters and stuff like that too. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, we're all really interested to see how this is going to happen. But
right.
I mean, they're really confident that it's going to be a full-fledged game. Because they just released that awesome image too, because it doesn't have Yuffie, Vincent.
You don't get them until you're
or someone else, but you don't get them until you're done with Midgar. That exactly. So it's like, all right, cool. Like
Cat Sith.
Cat Sith, right? He wasn't on there too, but oh my god, Red looks awesome. I don't know if you saw the new render.
I saw when they did whatever the last trailer was they put out. I saw a picture of him.
He looks so awesome.
So yeah, I mean it's a game I've played before, but like looking at the trophy list ahead of time, like I'm constantly like some of the trophies are like you have to get the ultimate limit break for every character basically, and knowing that Ares does, I'm forcing her into my party to get her there, and then once she's gone, then I can start rotating the others through and working on them. But like it's to the point where like for that, because I'm not going back. If I miss that one, like that's the one trophy I'm worried about missing. If I miss that, like so I'd look like what do you have to do to unlock each limit break, and like so there's the four levels I think. So for the first 3 levels, there's 2 each. It's like the first part limit break 1 of level 1. You have to like do that limit break like 8 times. Okay, and then so you unlock 2 to get to the level 2 limit breaks. You have to get 80 kills with Ares.
Yeah, I know. Like until there's a certain point where you can get a better like weapon for her, but it gets like but it takes a while to get that better weapon.
And it's to the point where I'm like, have Cloud and Barrett like each hit the enemies once, and I know they're about dead. I'm like, all right, I just gotta skip your turn, keep skipping your turns here. Everyone's down to like 1 or 2 hits. I'm like, all right, well, skip. All right, Ares go. Skip. Ares go.
Y'all would do
not the ideal way to play that game
for sure.
No, it's not. It's kind of a pain. But yeah, that's what I've been using to fill my time.
Nice.
All right, I have been working on my New Year's resolution list, so here we go. I just today finished all the Resident Evil 7 DLC, which is quite the mixed bag of stuff. It is a ton of different things. I'm not going to go into all of them because it's a 3-year-old game, but I did play through all the band footage, which is like they have like a blackjack game, which is like a Saw game kind of like from the movie Saw game. They have like an escape room, that one was like one of my favorite ones, just because like you're in a bed, you're in a bed and you're like chained to it, and the whole idea is you're trying to get out of there. But every once in a while you're doing things, like you're alerting the mother that like, hey, something's going on up here. So you have like a minute to undo everything you did, get back in the bed, and basically put the chain back on you. So like nothing to see here, type of stuff. But if anything is out of place, she'll see it, and then she'll hit you in some way, shape, or form. And once you get 3 hits, you're out.
Okay.
But the other things can hit you in the environment too. So it's like it was an interesting way to kind of go. It is an interesting way to use that engine, I thought.
Yeah.
Then I did the 2 story missions, which is one you play as Chris, and it was literally all the stuff I didn't like about Resident Evil 7 was the Chris Redfield mission. Like it was in the salt mine area.
Yeah.
It was just like the final boss was like bullshit. Like it was like so many tries like over and over again before I finally killed it. And then the last one is what the daughter Zoe, who was one like a missing party member at the end of 7. You are her uncle, who is the brother of like the father from the family, the Baker family. So like it's like a new character, new Baker shows up and is trying to find her and save her, and that's basically the story. The story is you doing that, but you have like no guns. You just have your fists, and you can craft spears. And he's just a straight up good old Louisiana hillbilly, and it's actually pretty fun. One of the things you collect in there are these little like voodoo dolls that have like boxing gloves. Every time you find one of those things, you like up your punching power.
Okay.
So I'm just I was hunting all over the place for those.
Nice.
Things. So that was fun. It was weird to go back there after like 3 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was totally fun. I played all the way through Moss.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's a great game.
Yeah.
It was very interesting to be, doing the VR thing for the first time, where I was kind of just like the overseer, controlling each individual level, and you play this, you basically play as the I think they call it the reader. I think is what your name is in that.
Yeah, you're the reader.
You're the reader, and you're controlling the mouse, which was Moss.
Yeah.
And but he's a little like, and she's a little a knight. She has sword play and stuff like that. And I just really love like the different ways you interact with the environment and with Moss, and like it was.
Did you give Moss a high five?
Oh,
get that
of course.
trophy.
Oh
yeah,
nice. I got scared her. Too.
Yeah.
I got that one. But the ones like they're really cool is like the way how they interact them, because if you press down if you do like a sword strike and then all of a sudden he'll hold it up. And then I can take you take the the DualShock controller and you move it towards like where she's holding up and you flick it, like you press like the R2 button and like gives like a boost. Mm-hmm. So it's just like it's just really cool how they interact with everything, and just like the little like one stage puzzles to get from A to B to C is just really cool, and the environments are amazing. Yeah, like I just found myself like looking up, being like, oh my god, look where I'm at right now. So yeah, I loved Moss. I didn't know it was like a book 1 type of a situation.
Yeah, so supposedly they're book 2's coming.
Yeah, they had like a DLC pack.
They added a level,
which I didn't even know I was doing the DLC pack because
how was it? I haven't done it yet.
It's like a little challenge match.
Okay,
so like that's what you get. You get a couple different weapons and some different armor and things like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And the third, because there's 3 different levels you go into for that DLC. Mm-hmm. The third one is really cool. Yeah, totally enjoyed that. Played all the way through Mortal Kombat 11. There's no business being that good. Like honestly, God, like there's no reason Mortal Kombat you should be that good in terms of a story.
That story's ridiculous.
It's really good.
10, I thought 10 was good, and 11 blew it away. Like,
and it had a little bit of everything. It had like the goofy, like the young Johnny Cage being an asshole, and Johnny Cage being like, oh my god, like,
Johnny Cage, that was amazing.
and then they like fight because he's being an asshole. Like, it is really clever and really fun.
Yeah.
One thing I don't understand about it is just like I fought like Sector and Cyrax, and they're like they're not in the game at all. Like, why would you make a whole move set and like an animation and like why would you do all these things and not have them in the game?
Yeah, well, that was like 10 though. 10 had they had a few of those too, because like Baraka was not in 10, and then they had them in the story stuff. It's like they like everyone's like, what the hell? Like everyone assumed it was going to be DLC, but then it never was.
it makes no sense.
I know,
but hey, whatever. But yeah. That crypt stuff, like you're talking about, is total BS.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Trying to get like all those different power ups. There's like 5 different currencies.
It's annoying as hell.
No, forget that.
Yeah, the crypt is way from 10. The crypt in 10 was awesome. This one, they went like full on like microtransaction style.
Gross. Yeah, it was totally gross. But yeah, man, it's like I said, I played as almost all. I got the Joker DLC, because I got all the DLC and everything for it too. So I'm just waiting on the last one, which is just Spawn, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
So I started playing Deadly Premonition on my Xbox 360, and that game is as weird as everyone says it is. I got through the first chapter and a half, then all of a sudden, my Xbox stopped reading discs.
Okay.
You've been upgraded.
I've been upgraded to the all digital edition.
Yeah.
Now, so I haven't tried it again. I tried a DVD, I tried a Blu-ray, I tried a 360 game, and I tried an Xbox One game, and nothing read. It comes up and it recognizes it because like it'll come up with like the square.
Yeah.
But
and then nothing. Huh.
So I'm gonna try it again. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not. The only thing that kind of sucks at this point is like I'm not gonna get my like $80 worth of trade-in value when the new systems come out. But
yeah.
And kind of stinks for this too, because I was just starting Deadly Premonition. I didn't get a chance to play Silent Hill 2, and I have the physical copy of those games. For backward compatibility, which stinks, but it is what it is. Last but not least, I played about 5 hours of Hitman, the first one. I think I'm done with it though, because I was like, oh man, I'm in. I can play the tutorial. Man, I'm in. This is awesome. Play the first level. This is really cool. Then I do like the add-on mission for the first mission. Like, all right, this is cool. But I spawned like right where I needed to be, and I had everything done in like 2 minutes. Like total dumb luck. I was just like, oh, he's right there. and then like I do the next city. And I was just like, I get it. I can't see myself keep doing this over and over and over and over again. And I can't see myself just going back in just to do a challenge or anything like that. So it was totally fun, but there's like 19 other things I want to play right now, including all the things I just talked about. So that's it. That's all I've been playing.
I actually forgot about one.
What's up?
Really quick. I played about 45 minutes of the Phantasy Star Online 2 beta. Once they fix it and everyone was able to get in. Yeah. Because the first night was a disaster. Awesome. It is awesome. If you're looking for a free-to-play MMO, it's like a action, but it's more of an action kind of based game. Okay. Like, it's not like, hey, you know how World of Warcraft used to be press 1. Okay, now I gotta wait 5 seconds. Okay, press 1 again. It's not like that. It's like DC Universe, kind of like with the combos and stuff like that. And there's different things you can do. And it looks great. It was playing fantastic. There's gonna be when that comes out. There's gonna be some serious hours put into that. And it's gonna be free to play, so which is awesome. And they even said like all microtransactions are gonna be cosmetic for that game. So it might take a long time, but everything is attainable for everyone.
Cool.
But it's just, but there's no pay to win. That's just pure. It's gonna be pure cosmetic. So, but no, I'm super pumped for that. It's gonna be cool.
All right, but that's all I've been playing. Steak. It's coming out next couple weeks.
All right, February 14th, we've got Darksiders Genesis coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. On February 14th, we have the official release of Dreams for PS4.
I was like, I had that now, but
I have the early access. Yep.
I haven't touched it yet.
February 18th, the Bayonetta and Vanquish double pack for PS4 and Xbox One. So this one confuses me. On February 18th, they're releasing Kingdom Hearts 2.8 on Xbox One. From the list I saw, I have, which is odd because they have not released 1.5 or 2.5 yet.
Yeah.
So it was really weird that they're releasing 2.8 first. Like, I don't know. Whatever.
Why do things in order?
It's all gibberish to me.
February 25th, Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Yeah.
Also on February 25th, Rune Factory 4 the special for Nintendo Switch. On February 25th, Space Channel 5 returns.
Oh, really?
Space Channel 5 VR, kind of funky newsflash for the PS4.
Oh, wait. You just reminded me of something. One more thing I played.
Yikes.
When I was messing around with the VR stuff, with my VR unit, and they had I don't know if I remember this, but they had a Danganronpa VR.
Oh, yeah. I've never played it. I downloaded it. I haven't played it.
So it's based in the first game, and you're doing a trial.
Okay.
But you're really only doing like the first 5 minutes of the trial.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
I don't know if I messed up somewhere, but it sounded like they always break the fourth wall in the game, and they're like, well, that's all we can do for the demo. And then they do like the murder sequence, but it's it's in VR and it's you.
Okay.
And that was it. I was in and out of there in 10 minutes. I was just like,
interesting.
That was a whole lot of gigabytes on my hard drive for nothing. Anyway,
one of these days I'll have to dive into that, just see what that's all about. That's weird, though. That's really weird. And also on February 25th, 2 Point Hospital for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Yeah. So finally the console versions of that, which I'm keeping an eye on. That's something I'll probably grab when it's on sale on Switch.
Probably. I think it'd be fun to say like a time killer.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm not sure. I didn't look to see if it's on there yet to see how much it's retailing for, but I won't pay more than like $15 for it. Like $15 would be like sweet spot. Don't forget your PlayStation Plus games. BioShock the Collection, Sims 4, Firewall 0 Hour. That's for PlayStation VR. Xbox Games with Gold, Xbox One, TT Isle of Man till February 29th. Starting February 16th, Call of Cthulhu. So I'm very excited for that one through March 15th. And then Fable Heroes, you'll have a couple more days to grab that. And then after that, until the end of the month, you'll have the original Star Wars Battlefront on the original Xbox. Couple big games were released for Xbox Game Pass from the last time we recorded. Final Fantasy 15, and it is the Royal Edition.
That was nuts. I didn't expect that.
I did not expect that either. So it is all the DLC minus one of the episodes, the very last episode. But it's all the DLC, all the extra pre-order shit, like everything. Like, it's crazy. It's taking up 150 gigs right now on my console for everything. Because now that Final Fantasy is coming, everything's coming to Game Pass. Now I need to get the achievements. So pretty soon I'll be restarting that. And then
I know your struggle here.
Oh, dude, it's brutal. Like it sucks because last night I was like, all right, I feel good. I can play something tonight. I'm feeling good. I'm like, all right, should I continue Yakuza 0? I really want to play Final Fantasy 15 though. I really want to restart that. I'm like, no, get through Yakuza 0. So I'm trying to get through that before I at least jump back into that. And then Wasteland Remastered. So the very first Wasteland.
Yep.
So the new one's coming out soon that they've been really hyping up. I believe it's May. I think that's coming out. I could be mistaken. I'm not sure. But they remastered the first one and threw it out there. So it's also available. That's also available on PC and consoles. So and Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Yep.
As well. So
Glad I waited.
So maybe I'll actually finish it now that I got it back for free. So because that was very frustrating. And I've heard they have made improvements through patches and stuff. So we'll see. I think you can actually pause the game now, so that I might actually go back, because that was the worst part for me. Like that was absolutely the worst part. Any game that you can't pause, fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Extra.
Time for some news. Tidbits.
News.
Crap. What do I have here? Let's see. So there was some quote from, I think it was from Phil Spencer, who said Xbox no longer considers PlayStation their competition, or Nintendo. Their competition is now Google and someone else.
Amazon, I think they said, yeah.
Yep.
I think that's probably just Microsoft's general philosophy at this point.
I was going to say, I think it's a Microsoft thing. Yeah. And I think if there's no Microsoft, there's no Xbox. So, maybe that's what we're thinking.
I think that's kind of what that was all about. Yeah, that was weird.
I mean, I don't quite get why Amazon's in there yet, because they haven't really put anything in the market, but
he must know something that's coming.
I get that, okay, they want to compete in the streaming cloud gaming realm instead of the console realm, which, whatever.
Right.
I'd say there was a lot of places that I was like, oh, look what he said. I'm like,
yeah.
And there's a lot of places too that, like, outlets that were like, Xbox strategy shows that they've left Sony and Nintendo playing catch up, or left them in the past. I'm like, no, people are still going to want their consoles, and I'm pretty sure I'm still not going to be able to play Last of Us 2 or the next Horizon game on xCloud or Stadia or anything. So, no, I like my console. Thanks.
It was all weird. I mean, the quote was weird. The reaction was weird. Like the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't
weird.
know. I have no idea what that was about. That was very odd.
Yeah, so there's that. Jeff Keighley announced he's not doing anything at E3 this year.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He's just...
And he's, like, pissed. Like, you could tell he's pissed, but he's being really nice about it.
I think he just... he's going to have a mid-year game award. That's his new thing. He's paving the way for more announcements.
What was he going to give it to? Final Fantasy 7 and Last of Us 2?
Sure.
That's it? They get all the awards? Nothing else is coming out.
Why not?
It's one of those things, like, I wonder... Like, he's... Like said on Twitter, like, there's a variety of reasons why I made this choice. I can always guarantee a part of it is that, he's built the Game Awards up from nothing, and that's a better use of his time focusing on that than focusing on, promoting the E3 brand instead of his own product.
Yeah, but we're also talking like 7 months difference between the two of them.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a huge gap between them and stuff. But every time, because like he had that thing like, hey, ask me a question and I'll answer. Anytime someone brought up the ESA, you can tell like he was being nice about it, but there was something else behind it. Like the way he would always the way he was wording it. Like how like people are just like, look, I'm not here to like call out anyone, but I have issues. Like basically, you could tell that there was something. There must have been something going on in the background where he decided not to do this.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal though. Like, this is the first. What did they say? The first time in
15 years.
Yeah, that's insane.
Part of me thinks that and wonders whether it has something to do with them wanting to be PAX instead of an industry convention. Right. Which you look at the Game Awards, that's an industry event. That's not, the tickets aren't open to fans to get in there. Right. It's, industry invitees, and I mean that's a whole other beast to deal with if you're planning an event for E3.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If maybe the ESA said, hey, you have to, cool, you can do what you've always done, but we want you to have something for the fans too. And he's like, that's not what I do.
Right. I can see that. I can definitely see that. But I don't know. It's kind of crazy though. I mean, it's just I don't like the fact that this adds to the E3 as dying fuel. Yeah. I don't like that.
I don't know. It's Sony dropping out in a year that they're going to have a new console.
I still don't mind-boggling on that.
Totally agree. Totally agree. I thought they were taking a year off, and I thought they were going to be back. But I mean, I don't know. This is going to look very different this year. I think just in terms of like the rhythm of announcements and just how things are, how the business of video games I think are going to be conducted is going to be very different this year.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
All right. It is now time for our next gen predictions extravaganza or whatever. So we got 5 questions. The 5 questions were: when's PlayStation 5 coming out? When's the Xbox Series X coming out? Name one launch title for either one of the systems. What's the combined MSRP between the two? And then the last one was a wild card, your own prediction. And then we're also going to have a tiebreaker at the end. How many total launch games are going to be available at launch? We're not doing like a draft or anything like that. We have our answers. If two of us have the same answer, we're going to flip this coin here, and someone's going to get it, and someone's going to come up with a new one on the fly. So there's going to be no overlap. I should have brought a pen and paper because I always do for this. And I forgot. So I'll be writing down furiously as we do this. All right.
You can always rewatch the tape.
I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this shit. All right.
We need all the views we can get.
Yeah. We watched it a couple times.
They're not going for me, though.
If I rewind and go back and forth, does that count?
Yeah.
All right. So, you all ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh,
no, you're ready for this. All right. Which one do you guys want to do first?
Well, let's just go in the order you had. So
All
let's do a PS5 date.
PlayStation 5 release date.
I got November 6th.
I got November 13th. I just got shit.
Bring up that calendar, Art.
This is PlayStation, we said?
PlayStation, we're saying. PS5.
Price is Right rules, right?
Of course.
What day is this post?
Friday.
Let's do it this way. I'm taking the under.
Oh, okay. So you want
so you want the last Friday of October then?
I want whatever the day.
No. He wants today.
Yeah, I want today as the date.
So
anything between now and whatever the lowest
and
date.
November 6th. You're good.
All right. You
that's
gotta
fine.
You gotta go first in this next.
We'll give you that.
That's
fine. So Xbox Series X date.
Going with the 17th of November.
What do you got?
I got November 13th.
The 20th. The last 2 Xbox consoles have released on the 22nd. And this is the nearest Friday to it.
There you go.
All right.
I went a week apart. I was like, they're going to be a week apart. I'm like,
which in what way though?
I was trying to figure out which way. I'm like, you know what? I think it's because last time for PS4, Sony was a week ahead.
Correct.
So I was like, I got to go Sony with a week ahead again.
All right. What do you got for a launch game, Art?
I wasn't complaining about it starting with me, but this isn't a higher or lower thing, so
yeah,
that's fine. Fuck it. I'm gonna not really think what I hope. Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Ooh, that was my alternate one. I have the new Assassin's Creed game.
I have one for each system, like an exclusive for each system. So
you could save one of these for later when we have to pick a random game at launch. The
wild cards is whatever.
The wild cards is whatever we want.
Yeah, okay, you do whatever you want.
Well, no, but I mean,
you do what you want.
Yeah. So for PS5, I actually have Killzone.
Okay.
Because
the studio that
yeah,
we talked about yet.
And Killzone launched with PS4, and we haven't seen a Killzone since the launch of PS4. So why not bet? Hey, back for the launch of PS5. What the fuck? And then for X, I have Perfect Dark.
Okay.
In some form. It may not be what we are used to, but I'm thinking Perfect Dark.
If you have to pick one of the two as being the one that you're going to make your official choice.
Which one's your one on
My
the record?
choice, I feel a little more confident with Killzone.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel a little more confident with Killzone.
All right. Combined MSRP. I'm doing $974.98. I think
Holy shit!
Someone's gonna.
Oh my god, that's like really undercut with one of them.
One's $499.
Yeah.
One's $474.
Yeah.
I think someone's gonna jump in and do like $25
weird
cheaper.
thing. Yeah,
like,
that's kind of okay.
They're gonna eat $25 per console.
Okay.
I got a feeling.
I'll let Art go next because I've got all 3 of my versions I had. So, and you're not surprisingly that. I mean, obviously that is not one of them. So.
$948.
Oh my god!
Oh, so one's going.
You're going
49.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck! You guys made this hard for me. I thought for sure I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to use whatever one of these three. Should I have all three available? I don't know which one to go with now. I'm gonna. Oh no! Damn you guys! No, I am going. I'm doing it. $9.99.98. They're both going to be $4.99.99.
That is not a bad.
I mean,
but also it also gives you everything above that mark too.
Well, right,
So,
right,
like,
exactly, which helps me because that was my lowest one is $9.99.90. I'm like the lowest these are going to be are $500 a piece.
If somebody launches at 600, me and Mike are fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was my third option was the $5.99 prices together.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't see either of them going over the 1X launch price.
Correct.
Which is
and
like
someone's going to undercut the other one.
All right.
Well, rumor has it is that's why Sony
isn't announcing
is
anything.
not announcing anything because they're curious what Xbox is going to be.
Well, like I said, like when we were talking about the whole.
They can show the console and not announce
I
anything
know,
as far
exactly.
as dates or prices.
Oh, I know.
And it's too late in the game for anything to change console-wise. I think for either console, I'd imagine it's too late for that.
I would assume because these have to be in like actual development right now, like production. I would
close.
think
At least components.
Yeah.
But
full of components and coronavirus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what the hell was I gonna say? You messed me with the coronavirus.
That messes everyone up, man.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard the thing that's going around. They haven't talked about it on the news much.
We talked about how a minute ago someone was at E3. Like I think they would just be out of their minds to do anything prior to the E3 showcase for Xbox at this point, because everyone they're at that's and we don't know exactly what Microsoft's going to do at that press conference either. We assume it's going to be kind of a blowout.
Everything. It's going to be like the 360 one. I think it's going to be just like the 360 one.
Why not? I mean, they would own that news cycle.
Yep.
But like but Sony can keep their cards close to their chests and do the whole Sega Genesis thing, being like $50 cheaper.
Yeah.
What's up?
It was so funny. I was talking to my buddy Foose about this when Sony, because like that article came out saying like, oh, Sony is waiting to see what Microsoft's doing about the price and everything. I'm like, how funny would it be with Microsoft at E3 says 600, and then during the Sony press conference, they're like 500, and then Phil Spencer hacks the screens and shows up and says, "I was just kidding. We're 500 too."
Or just tweet it out.
You know what?
$4.99 sounds good.
$4.99 sounds good.
Right.
Us too.
Yeah, right. Like
the exact same time as the event's going on. That would be hilarious and amazing.
I mean, it's this is so exciting just because like there's so many things that could possibly happen here this year, and it's just like I just feel like this is just so out of the realm of normal, especially because the abnormal E3.
Yeah.
So like God knows what this is all going to show up, because anything's fair game. That's what makes it so
Absolutely.
fun. All right, wild card. I'll go first again. My wild card is that PlayStation will launch not necessarily within the system like bundle, but side by side with the launch of the PS5, they will have a Pro controller, like a high-end Pro controller, their own branded.
God, I hope so.
I hope so too, because I totally buy it.
Well, I bet it's better than the controller they currently have.
Well, I was messing around with one of the Astro ones, I think it was.
Yeah.
Is that the one you
Those
got?
are nice. Those
I
are
feel
nice.
like they're huge though.
They are big. They're nice though.
They are, but I mean, I don't feel like it's that much bigger than like the Switch Pro controller.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also like
It's bigger, but I feel like it's more
boxy.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. That's the problem with I think that I have with the PS4 controller. It's too rectangle. Like it's.
Okay.
I feel like it's wider because of that stupid touchpad.
Yeah.
It's wider. So and that's why for me I finally got my hands on an Elite. I didn't bought one, but I got my hands at least on one, and dude, that controller's awesome. Like I understand why that was your number one. Like I get it. Like that and the Switch Pro controller are like, oh my god, amazing.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying myself a kick-ass Pro controller, especially everything's backwards compatible, because just why not?
Oh, I wanted an
I
Elite
want
too bad for Xbox.
There's a. Granted, this won't be valid by the time you listen to this, but Amazon has 20% off on Amazon Warehouse stuff today.
Okay.
Oh.
You can get a Pro Controller Series 2 for I think $120 with like a damaged box.
Oh, I don't care about the box.
Is
As long as
the
the
controller
as
fine?
long as the controller's fine. Yeah. Oh,
The box
God.
has like a
Because I want those extra. I was thinking especially for Xbox right now, like those extra buttons for Phantasy Star would be amazing.
For those extra buttons that they have on the back of those things, are they? I mean, you're tying them to one of the face buttons, more or less.
I mean, the Astro, you can tie it to any of the buttons on the controller.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, you could make one of them a touchpad click.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Interesting.
Like on my Astro, I have it because I primarily use the back buttons for Rainbow Six. I have it mapped to the analog stick clicks.
Okay, totally.
Okay.
So I lean.
Okay.
So then does that if I press in the analog stick, will it not do anything?
No, it'll still do the same thing.
I'd almost rather have it not.
I'm pretty sure you can go into the configuration and do that.
Okay.
There's for the Astro one, there's a PC application that you use to. Well, you don't have to use it to program the buttons, but you can go in there and you can tinker with like the sensitivity on the how sensitive the analog sticks are. But I'm pretty sure you can probably.
So if I could like never panic melee again, that'd be great.
You're asking for a lot here, Mike.
I know.
No, I like that though. I think that'd be very smart of Sony. And I would love to see honestly, I would love to see both systems do something like that because I mean, look at the Switch had that basically, so it's like why can't you just do something like that? I would love to see like a third variation for Xbox too.
I would say I'm not sure Xbox would do one just yet because they just put out
probably not
version 2 this year.
Sure, and it's backwards compatible and it'll work. So if Xbox doesn't do it, I understand, and I know Sony just released that attachment for their PS4 controller, which I actually hear is excellent.
It's awesome.
I hear do you have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I hear it's excellent.
I would say it was like I think
$30.
$30,
yeah, $30.
So, it clips into the bottom of the controller, and you can program what the back buttons do. It works.
Have you noticed that it's like killing the battery quicker at all? No. Okay,
but
I'm just curious.
I hadn't noticed that, but also it had been a while since I used the DualShocks with having the Astro controller. So, but no, I don't think it's killing it.
So so there's like the starter, like, hey, here's our first attempt at it.
Right.
Hey, people are liking this. Okay, now let's implement this. Like that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and they can call it the DualShock 5 because you can use the DualShock 4 is the new one, and the DualShock 5 is the new Pro controller.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, DualShock 5 or like DS5 Pro or something.
DualShock 5 Pro.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Who just went?
I just went.
Yeah,
that was all. That was the whole discussion because of me.
Go ahead, Art.
All right, mine is also related to PlayStation controller. So recently, word has come out that not every PS4 game will be backwards compatible on the PS5. My thought is that they're going to get rid of the touchpad.
Thank Christ.
And that's why games aren't backwards compatible. Games that require the touchpad wouldn't necessarily work.
Thank God. The only time I ever used it was in Final Fantasy 14 as like a mouse. Just that was the thing, because it was an MMO. So
I've only used it when I've been forced to.
Right, well, or forced to. Right, exactly. Like the early games when they're like, "Hey, do this."
Yeah.
Stay your last one.
Also, not well. Hang on. Go ahead. If this is your wild card, I don't want to steal it. So go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. So for my wild card, it's actually a combination. This kind of ties into the tiebreaker, but it's different. Xbox will have more launch titles than the PS5.
Okay.
Like total.
Well, yeah, because everything for Xbox One is an Xbox.
No, I mean like Series X release. Like you know what I mean? Like new.
I hear you saying.
Like when you buy the box, it says Series X on it. Like PS5 on it.
Every new box is gonna say Series X on it.
Yeah. But I mean, well, that's the thing. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. I'm curious to see how that's gonna work.
Like every new copy of Halo Master Chief Collection they print and sell it will have that Xbox Series X compatible.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like I don't know. I don't know how to specify better than but you know what I mean. But you know what I mean, right?
I think we're also gonna know what's like a launch game and what's not.
Right. Because think about it. Because when you buy Assassin's Creed Ragnarok,
how about
we all know it's Ragnarok. We know, but when you buy Assassin's Creed Ragnarok, there's gonna be the Xbox One version and there's gonna be the Xbox Series X version. You know what I mean? There's gonna be two different SKUs in a physical.
Didn't Phil Spencer already say they're not doing that?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
No games will have unique SKUs for.
I don't
Series
know.
X?
I don't know.
Or maybe it was just first party stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how any of this is working.
This is going to be
interesting. That's why we need announcements, people. We need to find out what's going on.
This is why, it's kind of surprising. I understand we're only in the middle of February, but these systems, so February, so we're all basically saying November, basically for the most part, on
Friday.
average, right? We're Friday, right?
Somewhere between Friday and November 10th or whatever.
So
6th.
I mean, we're 7 months away. Normally, we have a little more info. Like last gen, we had a lot more information leading in right now at the point we're at right now.
The 14th or something was the PlayStation 4
Yeah.
launch event.
Right.
The launch, not a launch event, but the
announcement and everything.
The
Yeah,
PlayStation
absolutely.
conference or whatever.
Right. And I mean, so that's the thing. It's just like, so last generation, we had a lot more information up at this point right now. We're back in the 360 PS3 era where that was at E3. And like when the 360 was announced, no one expected it to come out that November.
Right.
And I think even threw Sony off because they were off.
It was a whole year.
With the whole year for
Yeah.
the PS3. I think Sony did not expect that at all either. So like that's why like I agree with you like with Xbox. I think E3 you get all the information. Here's the date in November, done. Like
Right.
that's it. And then Sony after that, then I think a week after or something like that, we'll have their
let some
announcements
kind
and
of event.
stuff.
Phil Spencer's thing was only about first-party games.
Okay.
First party games? Okay.
Or Sony's going to be like, they're going to have an event in March and whatever. You know,
Yeah,
who knows?
right.
Who the hell? Like, there's no who the hell knows?
Right.
That must be so much fun. All right.
Well, that makes damn it. That makes my wild card choice a little more difficult now because it's like, so are we going to count like Halo Infinite or not?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Again, I think we can have
If it comes out that day,
I think we
does
have
it
reasonable
count?
minds.
Like, okay,
I think-
I'm just
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
like, well, I mean, however we end up doing it, but like,
if you can't,
'Cause
if
I
you,
just think
if you couldn't play it the day before the Xbox Series X launched, then
If you
it's
couldn't-
a launch time.
Got it.
Well,
Okay.
if you couldn't play it or if it wasn't announced already.
okay.
If you could stop coughing and listen.
I can't.
If
I would
if you,
love to do that right now.
if you couldn't play it or if it hadn't already been announced.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
That sounds good.
All right. So then tiebreaker is total amount of launch games between
Hang
the
on,
two
before we
systems.
go to that, my other thought I was going
Yeah.
to say about my wild card, I wouldn't be surprised to see them PlayStation either get rid of or severely reduce the light bar. Probably reduce because
Well,
VR's tied in.
they still need to have it.
But if they can somehow make it smaller and make it not eat up the battery as much, or it makes you turn it the fuck off.
I was just gonna say they need to have an off functionality because if you could just turn it off and then it's like, okay, hey, I'm gonna play VR today, so I gotta turn it on.
The
Perfect.
system's going to know that
Or the
and
system should
couldn't
be like,
just
hey,
turn it on.
you have the VR connected. It's
Yeah.
on automatically.
Right,
Like,
right.
you should be able. I agree. You should be able to have that setting already set where you don't have to do it. The system just recognizes and does it.
I mean, they have to do something about that because that's been
Something.
like a day one complaint.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
the best they've been able to
Absolutely.
do is you can dim it.
Kinda.
Yeah.
All right.
And save
Still,
like 10 minutes.
You could still line up 10 of them and land a goddamn airplane down the street.
All right. Total combined.
I'm
launch
thinking
games.
15 for Xbox, 13 for PS5, so 28.
I was thinking 23.
$1.
No, give us a
can't
number.
have two of those.
No,
No one else did it. I'm making up for your guys' lack of $1 here.
Fine.
I don't
$1.
know- I don't-
No.
If the systems combined are $1, you win.
I don't know how you call out Price's Right rules and nobody plays the game. You wonder why you guys would.
That's why the crowd boos. Boos number $1.
What you said? Like 28. You said
28.
23. Jordan.
like real number outside of my $1 wager.
Yeah, this is the one that counts.
Are we talking physical releases overall?
Again, I think
Because like
Overall, because
I
I mean,
mean-
because like Resogun was digital only.
Well, that's why- yeah, I
considered-
think over-
and
I
I
would-
consider
I
that
would
a
say
launch
overall.
still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I say
because I mean, digital's big now, so I still stick to like 28 total.
if we're sticking to the same rule we gave Steak for his number of new games,
Right.
like not announced, not available
Yeah.
to play ahead of time, I'm going with like 16.
I was thinking
Okay.
I was thinking low ball too, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
that's smart.
I chickened out and said 23.
No,
So
I went big.
I think the fact that they are both going to have backwards compatibility is going to get them to hold back a little bit.
Sure.
And then instead of focusing on quantity, they may focus on getting more quality titles out there.
Sure.
Which
I'm fine with that.
'Cause that
I'm
was-
totally fine
in
with
the
that.
past, when there was no backwards compatibility,
Right.
we need to give some people something to fucking play on these
Right,
things.
right.
Now, like I asked you last time, how long are you going to wait since you have games? Like, I'm going to go out and buy a new one and install Rainbow Six right away because I can.
Right, exactly.
well, sure,
why,
right.
why would I
I'm
not?
going to install Rainbow Six. I'm going to install whatever the hell else I'm playing at the time, and
I'm just hoping I can take my external hard drive and go.
that would
and
be
it'd
nice.
done.
We should be able to.
That would be nice.
That would make sense.
Sony's
Both
never
system.
done anything that makes sense when it comes
Well,
to
I was like,
especially,
hard drive
especially in
array.
the first
I was like,
years of
Xbox, I can see you be
Yeah.
able to do that with at day one. Although I think I need to upgrade. I have a 4 terabyte and
Jesus.
it's full. So
if I just did not delete a bunch of Call of Duty games off mine,
Well,
I
there
would
you
have
go.
I would have
That'll
had to
do
do the
it.
same thing for my 4 terabyte. On my
I have a 1 terabyte in my PlayStation. I got an SSD, so things would load quicker. So I got a smaller drive.
nice. Yeah.
That filled up, so I finally hooked up an external drive, and it was nice being able to just copy my installed games right over. I didn't have to like
Yeah.
reinstall them or anything
yeah.
to
Yep.
that drive. I was able to
it's
just go,
great.
all right, copy.
know.
You know, anything that wasn't like basically Rainbow Six, I copied over.
So when I went from my PS4 to PS4 Pro, I just take it off and I did the Ethernet cables between the two for like the system data.
Yeah.
And it transferred over, and I just took the hard drive out and popped it in. And everything was there.
Well, it drove me nuts that Sony took that long to make that happen.
I totally agree.
My God,
That was
like
years.
that was ridiculous because like the Xbox doing that was like the best thing ever. I was like,
yeah.
oh, thank God, because I had a 2 terabyte for my Xbox, and then when I got the X, I'm like, you know what? I need a 4 terabyte because of all these
Everything's double the
4K
size.
files.
Yes.
And then I'm like, okay, perfect. Then I'll use my 2 terabyte on my PlayStation at the time. So that worked out nice. Now the 4 terabyte's full, but at the same time, I do have 200 games installed currently on Xbox, so I could clean that up.
Maybe you should trim the fat a little bit.
I could clean that up quite
You'd
a
be
bit.
surprised how much it's like, man, I'm never playing that. It's just like,
Well, it's
You
like,
know what? It's like I'm never playing that, but if I want to, do I want to re-download the 100 gigs? Like, if I ever get that.
well, that's like I haven't played Hitman 2 in forever, but when I was going through, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to transfer that to the external drive because that will take forever and a day if I want to re-download
Yeah.
it because never mind. I'm not going to get into it. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just jumping at the bit to get some real news. To be honest, I mean, this is fun.
I just-
I love
oh,
doing
sure. No, this
contests.
is
I love
great.
doing lists. I love doing that kind of
Speculation.
stuff. This is all fun and games, but goddamn it, I want some real, I want some real
Give me
information.
something. Like, I don't know. All these companies right now are just being so like, okay, everything's delayed. Now we're all shutting up. And it's just like.
By
it's
the way,
really,
here's a new special edition that we're showing you.
Well, right.
The Avengers today.
Oh, I know. I pre-ordered it. I doubt I'll buy it, but I pre-ordered it. Just in case. While I still have my game, while I still have my Gamers Club and got 20% off.
You should have got the.
I just in case.
How many Animal Crossing Switches did you pre-order?
Just one. Well,
Did you scalp it yet?
hey, the way that honestly, that's probably what's going to end up happening. Or like I said, to me, the way I justify it is I still have not upgraded to that better battery life Switch. So that's my way. Because you know it's inevitable.
Buy a $40 battery pack off Amazon.
Well, no, I have one. I do. But I mean, you know, GameStop's going to have like that. Hey, here's an extra $50. Like once like the trade-ins start for the systems. Here's the extra $50, and then I'm going to trade in my Switch, get $200 for it, and put that towards one of the systems. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the way I kind of see it. It's like, okay, well, that's kind of how I justify maybe doing that. Like I said, I haven't pre-ordered for now. I mean, I can change my mind still. Like we'll see, or sell it. Like I mean, if I can get double for it, I will sell it.
Yeah.
I mean, easily. I'm paying $300. If someone is willing to give me $600 for it, I will. If someone is willing to give me $600 for it, I will do it right now because then you just paid for one of my next gen systems, which means I can still buy both. So,
man, oh man. All right,
I'm only buying one, and I'll get an Xbox One sad.
I have one. I have a very Xbox sad.
So what?
well, at least you got the. So you bought the sad edition?
No.
Me?
No.
No, no, no.
He's talking about
I
Xbox One.
I thought you said because when he made that joke, I'm like, oh, did you go out and get a sad edition?
No,
Oh, okay. I got you.
My system's just sad.
I got you.
Mike's just sad.
I'm just sad. Dude, Deadly Premonition is just like that is like controlling that game is just like, my God, this is definitely a 20-year-old game. Anyway.
That's why like some places gave it such a terrible rating because they couldn't even get past the controls.
It's
but the story's supposed to be amazing.
I know maybe you know,
switch it up.
I know I don't want to buy it again. Anyway, all right. But I think that's all we got. So
yeah, I mean
episode 98.
Yeah,
in the bag.
Fuck. What are we doing in a month?
I don't know.
You're
the party planning committee.
We had some grand idea for our episode 100.
Let's say you said you've been working on an
I
idea
know.
for our 100.
I got sick.
I got sick. And
That's right. You got 4 weeks to figure this out.
well, you got like 3 weeks, then tell us.
Well,
and
right,
then
so we can prepare.
Steve
Bounce
might
some
prepare, and I will wait till the last minute again. Just do it on the fly.
I don't know what I want to do. I mean, it would make sense to do something 100ish. You know, like when we did the 50, we did 50 things that we just love about video games. Like doing something similar to that, I think would be good.
I have an idea. Let's talk about it off air.
All right, then let's get off air. See you next time, Stickheads.